Paul goes on in 2 Timothy. In verse 6, he says, "As for me, my life has already been poured out as an offering to God. The time of my death is near. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have remained faithful. And now the prize awaits me, the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will give me on the day of his return." Pay attention. And the prize is not just for me, but all who eagerly look forward to his appearing. How does one eagerly look forward to the appearing of Jesus? By fighting the good fight, by not giving up, by pouring our lives out as an offering to God. Yep, there are times when this life may not be fun. There are times when we get tired. There are times when the race is long. There are times when the fight can get old. But the prize that's waiting at the end is worth it. Just think about all the future generations, starting with your kids, grandkids, great-grandkids, their friends, your neighbors, on and on and on, who will know Jesus because of you. Oh my. I have no idea how it works. But when my grandpas got to heaven, they got to meet everyone who was impacted by their lives. Granddad Kreitz lived in a tiny little town in Missouri. And there were generations of people who were impacted by him. There were generations of kids. Because he was also the janitor at the high school. And no one likes the teachers or the principals, but the janitor is good. My grandpa Hayden spent his whole life as a lay minister. He and my grandma were some of the people that kind of invented children's church in the early 50s. Traveled around the country teaching churches how to do children's church. Do you have any idea how many kids were reached for Jesus through their efforts? I know I'm concerned most about me, but all those kids are in their 70s now. Quite a few of them have already gotten to heaven. Can you imagine getting to heaven and having people come up and say, "Thank you, Charles." For what? Well, I was on one of your crews working that event when I was in high school. And you're the first adult I've ever seen who could lead a bunch of kids without losing his temper. And I asked somebody, "What was different about you?" And they said, "Oh, he's one of those Christians." But I looked into it because of you. Can you imagine getting to heaven and having Jesus give you a crown? The prize is worth it. We can't give up. We can't get distracted. We can't get discouraged. Never throughout history has a man who lived a life of ease left a name worth remembering.